right, so here he is. They call him T-City, short for Triangle City. The Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Brian Ortega.
Brian Ortega is a great fighter, a guy that has all the ability inside the octagon. He started as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but you have seen the evolution of Brian Ortega as his career has continued to go on, has continued to proceed. Brian Ortega is getting better and better and better. He has now found himself staring across the octagon of some of the best fighters the division has ever seen, and he will continue to do that as long as he keeps developing the skills that are necessary.
And sometimes it's hard to become a champion without having tasted defeat. A lot of people believe the Max Holloway fight for Ortega will be something he can build upon moving forward. Well, how good is this budding featherweight contender, if not future world champion, Movsar Evloev? He has passed every UFC test, largely with flying colors. Hasn't really shown anything resembling an MMA weakness. His appetite for knowledge is otherworldly. He is honing his skills every day at the American top team in South Florida. And if you can keep your O and win while you learn, as he did against Diego Lopez when he was challenged and threatened and nearly finished several times over, that's about as good as it gets. So Movsar Evloev spins it forward here tonight. Many people believe if he wins this fight, his next fight, if not for a world title, will at the very least be a title eliminator in a UFC main event. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brian T-City Ortega. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Movsar Evloev.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From international fight weeks to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there. Up to the head there by Ortega.
It won't take many of those. It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Big right hand.
Oh, nice combination.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area. Oh!
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Like that.
Oh, single collar tie here. And a nice job at least staying up. Oh, and now a beautiful hip toss, DC. We'll see if he can capitalize from here.
I mean, that was beautiful the way that he took the underhook, stepped all the way across, and hit that hip toss.
Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Oh, how good is that jab by Ortega?
Oh, nice single, yes.
Ortega's going for the sub here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Look at him, he's starting to push him. Oh my goodness, he slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. Under a minute now to go. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really advanced now, looks like he's gonna get the finish.
Oh, he got out, how good is that?
This guy is so aware, he never leaves anything long to allow himself to get soft.
What a fight so far. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
Fast leg kick lands.
Evloev's hook shot is blocked. Saw that coming from a mile away.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
And now he lands a combination.
Ortega's in there fighting calm, staying collected in the face of a very tough fight right now.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but...
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, now he bails on the submission. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
That was nice. Great submission defense on display tonight.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Making all these shots count. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Oh, no, he's posturing. Undertaker has arrived in the UFC. Oh, my goodness, a powerbomb.
So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. Now he's trying to guillotine.
Oh, that gilly is tight. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Oh, now looking to posture up and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Evloev. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Oh, really working towards the guillotine choke here. Oh, somehow, some way you got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
It's working. He's starting to shot.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. Oh, big shots here. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because It's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Beautifully done with the hook there by T-City, Brian Ortega. Nice. Nicely done. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Now into his mount.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close his face. That is tight. Oh, man, that was slick.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. He's having his way with him here.
Oh, right into mount.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. Ooh, he's setting up another submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound, takes us back now. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Ortega is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here. Good, solid strike on the ground. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Nice.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Ortega's back to the side control now. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
All right, that was a good round. That was a good one. You had great control on the ground, but I need you to be active. I need you to go after those submissions. He's giving you the opportunities.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Loads up on the right hand and lands.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Evloev gets the double leg takedown.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood poured into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
Evloev's in half guard now.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC. And now he's got the back.
Great job landing from the top position.
These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Oh, nice.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now you go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got to fire in my hips, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Ortega's back in full guard.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch are starting to land from the top position.
Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. Hammer fist here by Evloev.
Nice defense.
Trying to pass the guard here. A nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really opened up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round.
Beautiful punch lands there. Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Evloev's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands.
And now he's inside control. That was a slick transition. It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike lands.
Evloev's postured up in stacked guard. Could be trouble here. All right, feet on the hips here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, just very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in.
Armbar.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Evloev's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start. Right there, his opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
High amplitude. Beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just see something, you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the fight of the year conversation. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score the contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Brian T-City Ortega!
All right, no surprise there as you heard the scorecards from Bruce Buffer. Dominant performance tonight for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. The wrestler had his moments, just not enough of them.
He had moments, but when you're constantly playing catch-up, it's ultimately going to lead to your demise. He was always a step behind. So while he got